And for them to be upset, I feel like it just shows me something different. Shows me something. I'm observing something. You don't have to try to defend it to me. And give me your point of view on a political view. I could think on my own and look at it and say, I see what you're doing.
¿Cuándo lo sacaron la última vez?
El pobre perro no ha comido. Bueno, vamos a ponerle el timer para estar seguros aquí. Y comenzamos. What's going on? ¿Qué es la que hay, mi gente? Episode 46. Lady G, give me that.
Hey.
46 episodes. That's how we do it.
That's the only way to do it.
¿Cuándo nosotros empezamos? When did we start the podcast?
Babe, so many years ago. Are you talking about when Sally was in college or we stopped?
No, like when we started the podcast.
The 40-something episodes, right? You want to know? Why don't you replay episode 1?
¿Cuándo fue que nosotros?
You should repost episode 1.
No, porque the only reason why I'm asking es porque nosotros estamos aquí como que, oh my God, 45th episode. Eso es para nosotros estar en episodio 150. Estamos más lazy que... Pero quiero aquí buscar...
We love to say consistency is key.
A year ago. Okay. A year ago. So, si hay 52 semanas... Y en una... Right? Hay 52
yeah, so we've
semanas,
only missed a couple of weeks. So, give me my credit where credit is due. I don't be calling out sick. You know what I mean?
Déjame ver. Solamente me dice un año. No me dice aquí cuándo fue el día en específico. Pero nada, lo bueno
I need
es...
receipts. I need to know what our first episode was about.
Nada, pero lo bueno es que estamos aquí y seguimos activos, señoras y señores.
Pa'lante.
And I feel really good because we had an amazing... number one, we're having an amazing week because you had the Super Bowl. It's your birthday week.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday to you. It's gonna be...
I'm playing hooky.
You're playing hooky.
I took off tomorrow from work. Got me a sub. So I'm sleeping in late. Yep. I don't have nothing planned. I'm going to just go grow with the flow. You know what I mean?
I just want you to know that just because you're sleeping in late doesn't mean that I sleep in late.
No, you have to. Because once you get up, the bed changes.
I work. I got things to do. I got shows to record. I got things I got to be at different places.
It's a long weekend. Monday, I'm off of work too. So that's why I added in Friday. I don't go back to work till Tuesday.
That's good. See, like so I work in radio. So the problem with radio is that the shows still have to air.
The show must go on.
Yeah, so you still have to work. So this is the thing about radio. Some people call out, and then like I'm filling in for my boy Drew on Monday.
Got it.
But because I would do a lot of work from home, like I just go in there and just do the show real quick. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take me. You know what I'm saying? So it's I'm always present and I'm always doing stuff. So like I gotta cover.
So just because I'm off, I can't be thinking you're gonna be off right beside me.
Yeah, because I got.
So I need to come up with some plans.
I
need to get to work.
What plans you gonna do? No, you can stop this. You can stop.
I need to get to work.
Girl, please
get me a brunch date, a breakfast date, a dinner date. I need to get to work. You busy? I'll be fine.
You can get a girl date.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to be like, I'm going to meet me and Michael. We going to go.
Yeah, me and my best friend.
My best. It's funny because like some people, the new generation is like that.
Yeah.
Where they have a
me and my bestie, he going to come out in my wedding. And,
yeah, fuck that.
You're going to be like, who's going to come out in your wedding?
No, that ain't going to work.
He tells me everything I should be wearing.
But I think that is a generation thing. So like, our generation was a little bit
Generation
different.
Z. That's who you're talking about.
No, millennials. Millennials do that because Araceli's a millennial. Her best friend Ataka, which by the way, shout out to Ataka.
Shout out to Ataka.
But he's a cool ass kid. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool ass dude. So like,
he's our best friend too. He everybody's best friend.
He's like our child.
Yeah,
he's like another son.
He's like our son.
But anyway, let's talk about. There's a lot to talk about.
Hold on.
I know you have a list.
I want to get started.
All right, I'll let you.
I got
you know
to.
what?
I
You
got
know what,
to.
Lady G? You know what, Lady G? This is your podcast. I'm the guest. I'm the guest.
Yes, you have
And
been
you go ahead.
invited
Okay.
to join me
Okay, bet.
on this stage.
Here we go. Let's do it.
So we filed our taxes. And ladies and gentlemen, there will be signs. When you see me out eating that big ass T-bone steak like this big, there is gonna be signs that I done got my tax return.
Yeah, and there will be signs if we have to pay back the IRS. There will be signs like, yo, G, you guys want to go out to dinner? Nah, I'm good. We're gonna stay
we're
home.
gonna pass on that one. Yeah, we'll catch you up in like a month or two.
Yeah,
or next year. Next year we'll catch you up.
That's one thing about like when you work as a social media influencer, you got to pay taxes on that money. So at the end of the year, you waiting for your accountant to be like,
you be holding your breath. You be like, don't let me break your. When you get to our age, your prayers like, let me break even. Let me break even.
At least, bro. Let me break even. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and you getting $150 back. Yes.
Ooh, child.
It's good. So
but,
what else?
That's what I had.
You don't interrupted the whole flow of this show, so you could just say, "When there's taxes."
No. I do have a little bit more. So we got a new workout. We've embraced a new workout, like a new approach on our health. How are you feeling?
Well, let me go ahead and shout out Michael Villa Fitness. Thank you so much for guiding us.
You're doing your
through the
thing.
process. Thank you so much for if you need, listen to me, guys, especially fellas. If you need a trainer, I got a guy for you. Does it all remote. You download the app. You get the workouts. You tells you what to eat. All of that stuff. Michael Villa Fitness. The information at the bottom of the screen. Go check him out because sometimes it's hard to have a trainer.
Yeah.
First, you don't know who to go to.
Yeah.
Second of all, you have a busy life. So now, like, okay, how do I meet him at the gym? This is all remote, and it's very he holds you accountable for. It's really good. It's really good. So,
I love the follow up that you have with him. So there's a follow up. There's an accountability. There's not a whole lot of fluff or anything. It's just all good information, and then you can do what you need to do with that. And I've seen a big change in you. Well, are you feeling okay? I want to make sure. But are you feeling supported by me? Like, am I sabotaging you or are you okay?
Sometimes. Don't make me say it. Don't make me talk about it here.
Sometimes you go over your carb count.
Because you be giving me potatoes.
I do.
You try to give me like a slice of bread.
I feel like you need carbs to concentrate. You're a radio man. You work for iHeartRadio.
A lot of calories.
So I feel like you need the carbs to keep you quick and fresh. You know what I mean?
Esta boca se mueve y esa lengua.
Yes.
Quemando calorías. Bueno, señoras y señores, ¿cómo están? Gracias a todo el mundo por estar aquí con nosotros.
There you go, like that.
Pero nada, no. But it's been good. I've been, and the thing is, as you get older, you don't lose weight the same.
The metabolism changes.
When you're hurt or when you get tired, your knee blows out. It's like, oh my God. So
you want safety first. And that's one thing that Michael makes sure is that you have safety first and that the ease of the app that you get to use, it tells you exactly what you need to do and it's customized.
So, but I'm happy. I'm eating right, trying to get my right calories intake, the right amount of protein. So I'm excited, for this 6-pack that I'm going after.
And I'm even more excited that we're doing this together because I want to maintain and I want to do the same.
Yes.
I do feel like as we get older, women need to incorporate strength training and cardio, a little bit of cardio and stuff with it. And I think that adding a little bit more meat onto the bones helps your structure.
Bam! Like a dick. But you know what it is? Like, I feel like don't even wait till you get older to strength train. Just make that part of your routine.
Yeah.
Because then it'll be easier.
Yes, and it is harder to make it part of your routine when you are in your 40s and 50s because time is hard. It's hard to manage and juggle your time. Like there's been plenty of times that we could come up with another excuse to be like why we can't go to the gym. But instead we end up going to the gym.
Well, we just got to make it a habit. We've been doing
a priority.
Good. A priority, but we are doing it, so I'm excited, and that's a good thing. So I cannot
keep
wait
up the
see.
good work. Don't let me deter you. You know,
no
what
worries
I mean?
about it. It's fine. It's just every time that we go out, to go out to eat. There's really no healthy stuff to go eat out there. So
well, I've seen you get really surprised once you start typing in some meals and you're like, what? You're like, French fries has that many calories and this and the other. It
happened to me today. My son got me a tropical smoothie. I said, yo, let me get a protein smoothie. You know what I mean? Like, let me get some protein in my body. I look at the count of the calories. It had like 700 calories, just that one thing. Only 20 grams of protein. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's it? And 91 grams of sugar.
Now, that's
like,
crazy.
That is wild. And then you're thinking, because it's a tropical smoothie, and it's a smoothie, it's a protein with peanut butter, you think you're getting some healthy. That is not. Look, healthier is just my protein bar that has 20 grams of protein, 180 calories.
Yes.
Instead of eating, for 23 grams of protein, a shake that has 91 grams of sugar.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Or having like 3 eggs or something with some sausage and bacon.
Anyway, continuamos.
Yes, moving on.
Moving on, girl. Let's do it. You got to be quick
I don't know.
with it,
I know,
Lady
but
G.
I don't know how to like say it without.
You got to segue. You got to know how to segue your topics. Come on.
I know. Well, I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but I am. So we bought a new mattress in 2022, and we already needed to replace it. So is that a positive thing or a negative thing? You know what I mean? Pounding away on that mattress, Energizer Bunny. Is that what I'm gonna call you?
I'm guessing it's a good thing. We gotta replace the mattress.
We're using the mattress.
Hey,
we're using
the mattress, if y'all out there buying a mattress that has a 10-year warranty, put it to work. Because if it doesn't, if it goes out in 5 years, you get a whole new mattress.
Yeah.
So don't be scared of, ground and pound on that mattress. Put it to the test.
So I'm excited. Next Wednesday, I got my first birthday gift coming along, and it's a new mattress.
Well, this one, we decided to do like a Tempur-Pedic mattress. So it's nothing but foam, no springs. Because like these springs, it wasn't working out. We bought a mattress. Then we had to replace that mattress within like 2 or 3 years because it has springs, and the springs like were separating. It was like, it was dented.
Babe, too much information.
So I got another mattress. Dented that mattress. So now we got to replace her mattress. This one I said, you know what? We're going to go straight with foam.
So on Wednesday, we're going to put that new mattress to the test. So do not disturb is going to be on that door.
Oh, my boys, don't call me. Anyway.
That's all I got.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, my God.
Super Bowl. All right, guys. That was a short. Okay, bye, guys. Let's go. We're going to finish ruining this mattress.
Right? Finish it. Anyway. So, oh my God, I got so much to talk about, and I don't have the time. So let me try to make sure that I am.
Damn, I took up all your time.
No, I got the time. I got the time.
You got the time. Make the time.
So the Super Bowl happened, and I want to say this from the number one, from the bottom of my heart. What I'm gonna say is without no hate. It's just observation, and I'm reacting to what I'm seeing. One of the things that people got to understand and know is like, bro, like you could be in either side of the aisle when it comes to politics, but always be in control of what's being said and what's being done. You could be a Republican or a Democrat.
Yeah.
There's no problem with that. That's your free. Like I went to the Marine Corps. We as military people, we do what we do. We decide to fight for your freedom to have that right. So it's not a problem doing that.
And you put your opinion to the side, and you go and you show up, and you
I show up. It is what it is, right? The problem is when the party tells you how to think and programs you to feel a certain way towards other people. And I've just been, I don't like to talk about politics. I don't like to talk about religion. But it saddens me to know that we can't talk about those things because it really ruins people's lives. Like people are so devoted into that it creates a wedge between you and your spouse, or you and your cousins, or your family members, your friends,
your
circle,
coworkers.
You know what I'm saying? Like I heard there was it was in the news. This dad shot his daughter in the chest because of politics. And it's like,
not seeing
guys,
eye to eye.
We can't, that's not the way we're supposed to think. Like, you have to be able to think on yourself. So my reaction to everything that's going on with the Super Bowl that happened is just an observation, right? Because I am Boricua. And when I see people, when I heard that the conservative was really upset that Bad Bunny was going to be part of the Super Bowl, it kind of shocked me. And it kind of got me, somewhat, I don't want to say upset, disappointed is the word, right? Because I think that the Hispanic Latin culture in all, not just Puerto Ricans, in all.
Yeah, as a whole,
we have contributed to the United States of America so much, right? And we've built this country, not just us, just immigrants from anywhere and everywhere have built America. This is just what it was, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and to look over that fact is dumb. Like you're not thinking, right? You're just choosing not to look at that and say and accept that. So for us to have a Super Bowl and for people to be upset that it was in Spanish, it really gets me like real disappointed because like damn, like I'm a Puerto Rican. I decided to go to the Marine Corps because I love America, and you guys can't love my culture and be proud of us being part of the biggest show for in America. Like damn, what was that? What was it? The 60th Super Bowl? 60th. Yeah. So out of the 60th, one of them is in Spanish. Only one. I think we've contributed enough to have that moment right in that moment.
Yeah.
And then when you go through and you listen and you like, you listen to the Super Bowl, you hear it, and how beautiful it was and amazing it was, and people are like, he politicized it with this and that. Well, you can look at it however you want to look at it. And yes, there were some things that, and it wasn't political. I think it was just bringing awareness.
Yeah.
To, why don't you look at the history of Puerto Rico? Like, look at the history, read the history of our people and see how it was illegal to fly the Puerto Rican flag under the United States. As we are colonized by the United States. There's no colonization ever. The only people that are colonized by the United States is Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. Okay? And with that comes a lot because nobody can sell anything to us. It has to go to the United States and the United States has to sell it to us. The only way it works. But to see people upset about this, and we're citizens. Bro, do you know, when you look at people that perform in the Super Bowl, there's never been any citizens, really. Like Coldplay was part of that. They're not citizens. Rihanna, she's not a citizen. Was it also? There's a list. I can't say verbatim. But Puerto Rico we're citizens we're Americans.
Yeah, we are.
And for them to be upset, I feel like it just shows me something different. It shows me something. I'm observing something. You don't have to try to defend it to me. Mm-hmm. And give me your point of view on a political view. I could think on my own and look at it and say, I see what you're doing. And that got me upset. And then what they did, they were so upset that they decided to create their own halftime show. This is the first time in history that this ever happened. Ever. Right? They created their own halftime show. Halftime show was ass. It was pre-recorded. Kid Rock sucked. I'm sorry. I liked you before, but everything you say now is like, I see where you're coming from. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? And they only drew 6.1 million. So that's a hard, and understand that those people that are really super extra MAGA conservatives, that hurts their pride.
Yeah.
It hurts their pride. They thought they were going to do something big. The Puppy Bowl.
Yeah. Got more ratings.
Got 15 million people tuned into that. Only 6.1 million tuned into the. And you look, if this is the thing. If you want to create a second halftime show, by all means, do it.
Do it.
However it comes out, however many people tune in, don't care about it. Hey, we did our own thing. We did our own thing. We had 6.1 million strong and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But to come back and then criticize and then say, we're going to investigate.
And have a whole tantrum.
Have a whole tantrum and then say, we're going to investigate the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny. We're going to go and do an investigation. That, again, I'm observing. That looks to me like a temper tantrum. Yeah. I look at temper tantrums for 5-year-olds. You take away their toy. They want their toy. You take it away from them. They have a temper tantrum. I get it. Because they're kids. They're young. They're allowed to have those tantrums.
Yeah, it's expected from them.
Is this expected? You correct them, you move forward. But to have it as grown men, a bunch of grown men, listen, you could watch your own halftime. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Like again, it's your right to do what you want. That's what we fought in the military for. Do it. But whatever the outcome is, let it be. Don't get upset. And then Bad Bunny, when the next day they say, oh man, he broke records on how many people saw the halftime show.
Yeah.
Right? 135 million, I believe that it was. 2 days later, the number goes down to 128 million.
Oh.
And I'm like, so now he's in fourth place. He's not the first one. He's not even in the top 3. Now he's in fourth place. So now I look at that. And I'm like, so now they took numbers away. Now all of a sudden, 2 days after, again, the first time in history this has happened. When there was a Super Bowl, they come out with the numbers, and those numbers are the numbers.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's temper tantrums, there's complaints, investigations. 2 days later, you change the numbers now to 128. You're not going to give us top 3. And this doesn't have to do with Kendrick Lamar. I work in a hip-hop station. Love Kendrick Lamar. Do your thing, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even about that. It's about what I'm seeing behind the scenes. And look, and maybe that is the number. Maybe that is the number, right? Because I'm not going to get hung up and say, that's a conspiracy theory. They took it from us. No. But what I see is, in 24 hours, Bad Bunny had 48 million views of the Super Bowl on YouTube in 24 hours. You know who was second to that? J-Lo and Shakira with, I think, 47 or 46. This is just in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, 27 million. Bad Bunny broke that record. Bad Bunny in Apple Music became the most streamed, it was like 100, either 100 and something or 430% more listening in Apple Music than any other artist, the biggest in history. In China, he just became the number 1 artist to be heard in China. So with all those accolades all the way up there, and then you're going to tell me that he got only 28 million people view him?
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at this number. They said that in all, though, he had more views on his halftime show than people saw the Super Bowl, which was 124 million. So now I was like, wait a minute. So the math ain't mathing.
I was just going to say, the math ain't adding up.
That's not mathing. How the hell do you have 128 million people tune in to watch the Super Bowl, more than who watched the actual game, which is 124 million people? And then during the halftime show, you had 6.1 million people that left that Super Bowl to watch the turning point. So how does that math even work? Because it should have been, it don't make no sense. But again, I am not saying that I am observing and I'm looking because I ain't fucking dumb. That's one thing. I am not stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just tell me what you think it is. And to me, and that's the thing. A lot of people, they say what they think it is. They're trying to convince you. And some people don't even try to do any research. And some people don't even try to think. They take it for what it is. Oh, they said this, so this is what it is. All I know is that there was a lot of hate behind Bad Bunny performing. And Bad Bunny is a Puerto Rican, which it makes him an American. And they said, oh, he dressed like a woman before. You know how many people, how many men have dressed as females in movies, sitcoms,
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's never been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a problem when it's somebody you don't like.
Yeah, when it's convenient for you.
When it's convenient for you.
My mom, she's so cute. She's like, I love the Bad Bunny performance. She's like, and I don't watch football, but I watched the before and the after because I wanted to make sure Bad Bunny got all the ratings he needed. I said, thanks, Mom. You're part of the solution.
That's it. That's it. And you know what? I feel like it was such an accomplishment for us Boricuas.
It was emotional.
Our island is only, and I talked about this on one of our shows, like our island is only 100 miles long by 35 miles wide. And for us to have the accomplishments that we have in music, in basketball, in baseball,
yes.
like damn, that little island did all of
yes,
that.
Be producing.
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Connecticut, we're from Connecticut. Connecticut is bigger than Puerto Rico. Like, and we get, I mean, come on, give us some credit here. Give us some credit. You know, but it became a race thing. And it's sad to see
that division and
the division
yeah.
and some
and
Latinos
to feel
not
that
even,
coldness from people that you know. You know what I mean?
Yes,
People
and that's
that
the problem. It's like feeling the coldness from people that are supposed to be on your side, that are Boricuas.
Yeah, it's a stab.
That are Latin
it's a
people.
stab.
It's a stab in the back because it's like, wait a minute. So where do you stand? Like, and again, you could, you know, we haven't voted Republican before. We have voted Democrat. I feel like I'm more of an independent person. Like, you know, I look at what's going on and
yeah.
I choose according to my morals, my personal morals, not the morals of
yes.
religion, not the morals of somebody in politics, not the morals of who I think it should, because they telling me we should do this because of this. No. Look, as United States, we have an obligation to look out for the people who are in need.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to talk to me about Jesus and say you follow him, and he was a Gentile, he was trying to protect the innocent people, and he said to protect the poor, feed the poor, people that are not from here, treat them like your own family, and that's not how you're treating people, then I don't want to hear about what you got to say.
Yeah, if you're not leading with your heart, then go sit down somewhere.
Don't try to justify it for me. I don't need you to justify it. I can see it
with my own eyes.
I can see it and judge it myself because I'm a mature man. I don't need another man to think for me. That's weak. If another man needs to think for you and tell you how to act, then you're a weak man. Because by this age, by the age you're 25, 35, 45, you should be thinking on your own. You know, like our daughter's 25.
Right now.
25.
Yeah.
She's 25. And we raised her in a way that we feel comfortable that she could be on her own.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about the decisions she's going to make because I know that I raised her right. No man or no woman is going to tell her how to think and how to do. Mm-hmm. She could think on her own.
Yes.
She's a responsible woman. I want her to be a very respectful person in society. Mm-hmm. That's her job. She contributes to
society and to our world.
100%.
She could vote and make decisions on what's 100%. Best and what her opinion is.
100%. Yeah. You know, and but guess what? She makes her own decisions. She doesn't. She's not controlled by anybody.
No.
And that's what it is. Help people be better. Help America be better by doing better yourself, not by a political party or whatever. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand that the way I look at politics is like this: everybody's controlled by money. And anybody
all leads back to that.
It all leads back to money. At the end of the day, I don't care what side you're on. Okay? I don't care what side you're on. When you look at it, it's somewhere along the line, someone gets corrupted by money somewhere. So we can't just judge that all the time. What's out of the we have to pick a president. Okay, out of the two, who do I think is best? Right? And again, for me, not for religion, for me, who do I think is going to be able to run this in a good way, in a way that's respectful?
Yeah.
It's, because it's like, bro, it's like I look at it like this, right? It's like being a husband, right? You lead your family. There's husbands that beat the hell out of their wife. There's domestic violence. But just because that person, and then they'll talk down to the woman, but just because
belittle them.
But just that because that person knows how to make money or makes money doesn't mean that he's the best one for you.
Yeah.
Don't you want somebody that could treat you with respect?
Yeah.
Don't you want somebody that could treat you with honor and dignity and
not just security
and give you a voice, and makes you a better woman? So why are we not like that in the world with everything? You know what I'm saying? It's like we pick and choose, and when I see it happening, some of hate speech to an American person, and again, this has been happening with other minorities that are not American. They're immigrants. We got to get them out. And yes, there's a process, and I believe that there should be a process, right? A right way. But
there should be some kind of control. And
I get that. I don't against that. But when it's done to like children, taking women out of their cars so the kids are in the car, and you justify that because they're illegal immigrants, then that's hate. I can't justify that. Again, I see what's happening. I see the innocent people being torn apart, and the kids
anger,
crying.
the fear.
Correct.
Yeah, it's
not
welcomed.
Yeah, look, if you're an illegal immigrant, there should be like a place that you can go to safely and say, look, and
I want to report myself. Yeah, I want to start the process.
This is who I am. This is what I do. I work here. Oh, you contribute to society? Great. We're going to expedite it so you can become an amazing, great citizen, and point blank. But if you're a drug dealer, if you're a person that you've been doing wrong, then I get it. You need to get out of here. But if you're a person and you are, like you've been here, yes, unfortunately, you've been illegal here, but you've been here working for 23, 4 years. Because listen, it's not easy to become a citizen. Sometimes it takes years to get that
costly.
done. And it costly.
And it costs a lot of money. I've had people go through the process of that.
I saw somebody that unfortunately was a legal alien, but his kids were in the military. They were in the Marines. 2 kids, 2 sons that served the Marine Corps. That boy should get a pass all day. Give him a pass. He raised 2 great American kids that joined our military. Give him a pass. Make him a citizen. And he's been working for 20 some odd years or whatever it is. They deported him. So it's like, damn. Is it really why like that? So when you've been looking at these things, you're like, damn. And then when it came to the Super Bowl, it happened to a Puerto Rican where it was like you talking smack about him and you want to investigate him because he was only speaking Spanish. Really? When Elton John, and he's not even American, goes to China and performs, is he performing in Chinese?
No.
Is he performing in Chinese? He's not. You know what I'm saying? Like any artist that goes, if that's your native language, you go somewhere, you perform in what your artistry represents, if what it is that you create the art. Like me, I speak English, but I do Spanish music. So if I'm going to perform, damn it, I got to perform in Spanish because I can speak English, but I don't got no English songs.
Yeah.
So this is what it is. I'm a Spanish artist. But when I see that, it kind of is hurtful, especially me as a Marine, because nobody can tell me that I hate America. If you didn't serve the military like I did, you need to shut
for that. We sacrificed for that. I was your wife during that time.
Correct.
And we did that together, and we did it proudly, and and you got discharged, honorably from the military.
So nobody can tell me I'm anti-American or anything. I come from a place where I can talk.
That's right.
But the thing is that I don't get led by just whatever someone tells me. I look at the fact. I look at what I see. It's not even about facts. I could tell. I could tell. You know what I'm saying? People say if it walks like a duck, it's back like a duck. Or it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. What is that? Observation.
Yeah.
So if I see something going on, you don't have to try to convince me on what it was and why it happened. No, that act was not right. Point blank. talking smack about Bad Bunny and getting upset and saying this and this and that, that's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it comes off as hate, and then you're trying to justify the hate.
Yeah.
It's
Or
like-
you're using your platform to bully people, you know, and that's wrong on every
man.
level.
And then, you know, you say, oh, the fake news and what the media trying to spin this and then, like, it's just like there's so much juggling. Like sometimes it's like, oh my God, like there's never a point where they are trying to say I'm sorry or say, you know what, man, we messed up. Well, I apologize. We messed up.
Don't expect that.
But it's
not
always an
gonna
excuse,
happen.
always a dodge. And it's like, you don't see through that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever had a friend anywhere in your job? And I'm pretty sure you probably have this one friend that you tell them something, right? You be like, man, yesterday, I was playing tennis for the first time and I'm really good. And then you get the one for, bro, you know what I did?
One up you. They want to one up you
all the time. So
happens.
you start to see that. You're like, this dude is fake as hell.
You're like, yeah.
Nobody has
okay.
to tell you nothing. You see it. Someone's always trying to one up you. And it's like, they're trying to always one up you. You know, and it's like, man, come on, bro. Like, you don't have to tell me twice. I see what's going on. And, you know, but again, I saw kind of what happened with Bad Bunny. That kind of was like a little bit of the last straw, and I was like, oh my God, very disappointed. Yeah. But you know, I'm not. That's the only thing I'll say about it. It's not about complaining. It's seeing the truth, speaking the truth, and we're gonna continue to do what we do, and be great people, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, they did it to a American just because he spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
That tells you everything right there.
Well, I have to say that we were in downtown Fort Myers and we were watching the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't have been more prouder, more emotional as I was watching it. And Lady Gaga, shout out to her. She killed it. Mm-hmm. And singing in salsa, right? The rendition of
Man, we almost
Bruno
had Bruno
Mars.
We almost had Bruno Mars.
Almost.
Well, that song she does it with Bruno Mars.
Yeah, so she took it on and turned it into a salsa mix. Is that what happened?
Yeah, she sang it in salsa. And salsa version.
When I saw Ricky Martin, I lost it because I said in our live last Thursday that I thought it would be him, and then I wrote it in one of your guesses that you put on social media. You were asking everybody, and I even put it on there, and I was like, let me say it again.
When that thing came out, she looked at, she said, I told you.
I said, pay up. Give me my money.
That's it. It was great.
But it was just like I was on an all-time high, came home, rewatched it again. And, you know, I'm still on that. You know, it's going to take a lot to bring me down. I mean, there's nothing more prouder than being from Puerto Rico.
Well, I'll tell you this. It is definitely going to be the most watched in history when all the numbers from globally come out. Because everybody in Central America, South America, you know what I'm saying? Canada, Europe, Spain, all those people that watched it for the first time, you're gonna see that number. You can't you can't deflate that number.
Yep.
I'll tell you that right now.
Our daughter, she FaceTimed us from California. She was working the Super Bowl.
She was crying.
She was crying hysterical and just to be able to see that in her too, because, you know, she grew up visiting Puerto Rico every year, many times throughout the year. And I never took that from her. I always let her experience that.
I love when people are very proud of their country.
Yeah.
No matter
culture,
what country,
whatever
their culture. It's like so beautiful to see that. Embracing it and being part of that. Like,
the
and
foods,
being proud
the
of that.
music, you know, the traditions.
Y eso
you know, I
con
just
todo el mundo.
love it.
Mira,
I
los
just love it.
mexicanos, hondureños, salvadoreños, brasileños, venezolanos,
Los
gente
cubanos, you think you already said that? Yeah.
República Dominicana.
Yes.
When you see people from their country and they're so proud.
Yeah.
And they show you around. Oh, you gotta try this
when
food.
we hear our son-in-law Trinidadian, and he's like, "Let me tell you what we be doing at our place.
Carnival when we do this. So you gotta try this food. It's like that's it, and that's amazing to experience.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
And I want to be a part of that.
Of course.
You know, I want to have an open mind. I want diversity. Yes. I love where we live at. I love it.
Yes, for sure. And to be able to go to different restaurants in your town is like, you know, but why are you going to go ahead and be mad at people and then go to a Mexican restaurant and ask for tacos if you don't like Mexicans? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm okay with it when it's convenient for me.
Yeah.
Because I love their food, but I don't like the people. It's like, what?
Or don't talk Spanish around me. Be quiet. Don't trying to like muffle you and put a muzzle on you.
It's like, I want to use the culture for this, but I don't want this for, you know what I mean?
I want my house painted by Spanish people. I want my house to be maintained by Spanish people.
There's a big deal right now with Jake Paul. Okay? Jake Paul, you know who he is, right?
I do.
Well, Jake Paul lives in Puerto Rico with Logan Paul, with his brother.
Mm-hmm. Tax-free, got it.
They live in Puerto Rico, so they don't have to pay federal tax. Mm-hmm. And Jake Paul went on X and said, I'm turning the halftime show because he hates ICE and he hates America. No, bro. Don't say that. It's not like the way ICE doing shit is fucked up. It's just what it is. They're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong. And you can't imagine if cops did that all the time. And some cops are messed up. But to do that blatantly in front of people, like, they got to cover their face because if you cover your face, that's like a robber going in your house, doing whatever he wants because nobody can see him.
Yeah.
There's no accountability. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like Bad Bunny hates ICE. He don't like the way they work. They're working. So how you going to call him out, talking about he's a fake American? You live in Puerto Rico, taking advantage of the system so you don't pay federal taxes to America. How dare you say that? Then go. Now he went back.
The nerve.
Yeah, and now he went back and says, somebody hacked my account. Come on, bro. You crazy. Come on, bro. You wild. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, don't do that. Because guess what? When he lived in Puerto Rico before this, people embraced him in Puerto Rico. People thank him.
Yeah, he was welcomed.
They call him El Gallo de Dorado when he would box. Fighting from Puerto Rico. And people are like, okay, we're going, and that's how we are. Because that's how people are originally, bro. People are amazing. People are great. Not just Puerto Rico, everywhere. Mm-hmm. We've been around. We've been to Mexico. We've been to Dominican Republic. Mm-hmm. People are amazing. People don't want, there's no reason to hate. Hate is when people just know that you're taking advantage. And now Puerto Rico's upset.
Yikes.
Because of how you're going to go ahead to one of our very own that helped Puerto Rico make $400 million.
Yes.
Did a residency for us. Nobody has done that ever.
Yeah.
And people could talk about bad Bunny. This is like a senator, not senator. I think he's from Puerto Rico. I forgot his name. Un tipo gordo ahí blanco que tiene un pelo blanco, un huele de bicho. Que está hablando mil de Puerto Rico. Mira, mamón, Bad Bunny ha hecho más por Puerto Rico de lo que tú haces por Puerto Rico. Porque tú eres un político corrupto. Porque es así.
Yeah.
Y Bad Bunny vino aquí y ayudó a todo el mundo. ¿Me entiendes? Everybody. Helped everybody. So
even, the piragua and the little stand that he had over there, that's a restaurant. Now it has a line out the door. Yeah. People are waiting to get in, and that's in California.
Yes, he hooked everybody up. He had places from New York, places from California in
that strip,
in that whole little strip that he made.
He walked through.
And all those businesses are making money. Who's done that?
Everything he touches grows.
Who's done that? Nobody has done that. Nobody. No Super Bowl artist has ever done that. You know what I'm saying? So
he's getting props from everybody. Calling him, Mark Anthony, J-Lo, everybody reaching out to him, just saying
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you're doing.
For what you've done.
And what you continue to do.
It's a beautiful sight to see.
And guess what? He's still young. All the things that dude has done.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
And I remember when he came here to Fort Myers. Remember that?
Bien brutal.
And that was less than 10 years ago. I mean, how long was that? I saw it online.
Sí, era como el 2016. Déjame ver. Sí, como en el 2016 por ahí
they said that, and it didn't sell out, and it wasn't even that busy.
And a year
later,
he
was working at a grocery store.
And a year later, He was at the Hertz Arena sold out
Yes,
show.
sold out.
He was at the Hertz Arena sold out show, and then he was, look at what
Don't
he's doing.
sleep. Don't sleep, y'all.
This is what we do. But listen, I know we got to get ready. It's 8:18. We're about to go do our live. But it was a great podcast, Lady G, doing your thing again. I'm loving it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in right here to the He Said, She Said podcast. We love you. We thank you. Just know that everything we
Nothing
said
but love.
is always out of love. And it's just like, hey, we're just trying to put it out there. Let you guys decide what you want. Just don't let nobody control you. Be a man. Be a right woman. Think for yourself and just do the right thing and you'll be all right.
Love wins. Bye.
Peace.